save your face. Hands fed unto the wolves. The rest I leave in place. Ain't no braid, it never fully go. Cut, clap, lay folks low. It go, cut, clap, lay folks low. I steal those steals, the only way I'll go. Cut, clap, lay folks low. I steal those steals, the only way I'll go. What's wrong with the gun? Come between us, none. Some burger robots, red knives, samurai on the swift. Is it in the robes, whether weapons to man? Seconds between kills slow, single grains of sand till it blows and bloods and stills and cuts, then does it all again. Lies as lambs, I switch the stance as heads begin to land. I understand not a single thing. The weights begin to swing, sting, it rips its ring. I strike the wall, I see the sight, I struck a thing.
Thanks for letting me know. First be letting us go. Thanks for letting me know.
days used to feel the same, just playing a waiting game.
Dining at a table set for one, stuck in an endless rerun.
Then one day you walked into my life, it was you I needed. I can't wait to be coming home to you.
Can't wait to be coming home to you.
Can't wait to be coming home to it all.
Walking alone makes the world a lonely shade of blue. Walking alone was a bore until the moment I met you.
All that it took was a single glance to change my point of view.
With our hands tightly together, let us set off on an adventure.
Along the way, things took a turn, not in the way like we planned it.
Now both of us are traveling all alone again.
But our journey led us on to different paths before the end.
Please don't you leave me without you. It will be easy, oh no.
I cannot go on alone. I'm not brave enough on my own, so
We won't be coming, no, we won't be coming.
we won't be coming. No, we won't be coming.
We won't be coming, no, we won't be coming.
When will we be returning? When we reach the end of our journey, with the whole fire burning for the world to keep on turning. What if it's all a dream and I'm really all alone?
I wish that someone will be there when I come home, when I no longer want to wander alone. I wish you would come back to me. I want you to come home.
Oh, don't you smell the lovely flowers in the air?
As we hop and skip without a single.
You build unbelievable worlds. It's time to go beyond one screen. Welcome to Google Play, where one purchase lets your players conquer across devices. Where Sidekick arms them with game tips to survive the alien abyss. And Play Pass unfolds a new path to an instant audience of players. You deserve a bigger spotlight. We have over 2 billion players ready and waiting. Give your games the power to travel from screen to screen and rewards that keep players coming back. So if you're ready to bring your worlds to players wherever they are, then you're ready to play.
Please welcome your IGF chairperson, Sean Pierre.
Hey everyone. Welcome back to the Independent Games Festivals Awards. I'm Sean, and I just want to say a few things before we hand it over to our host for the evening. Let's start by saying congratulations and thank you. Congrats to everyone who was a part of the festival in any way, the folks who submitted, the honorable mentions, and the amazing finalists that we are going to see here tonight. Judges, jury, thank you. You are really some of the most amazing folks in games, and it really is something special to see everyone come together to support our peers. I also want to thank Shannon McMullen, who started working with me this year. And really, she has been nothing but a joy to work alongside leading up to tonight. And finally, thank you to our platinum sponsor, Microsoft, and our gold sponsor, Google Play. And you know, just thank you to everyone here tonight. Being able to show up and support your friends, your collaborators, your peers, it means so much. Whether you're a solo dev, a small indie studio, working in single A or AAA development, I'm glad that you are here. You know, with the current state of games in general, being here to support everyone, it really means a lot. But I know that there are many of you watching online tonight, not here for a number of reasons. Maybe you're not feeling well. Maybe you're busy compiling your code or working on the narrative beats for your next game. You know, maybe the trip out here was too expensive. Or maybe, regardless of if you would have traveled from within the States or from abroad, you would feel unsafe here because others don't feel you fit someone's mold as a game developer, as a designer, or as a person. Whatever the reason, just know that we are sorry that you can't be here and that you have the support of the independent games community. And this independent games community is not something that we can go out alone. You know, it's something we need to build together. Let's be clear, you know, the things are still difficult right now in the game space. The layoffs, they're still present. Indies of all sizes are failing to secure funding. But despite these glaring and overwhelming issues, we are still seeing wonderful pieces of art changing the game and moving the space forward, or games that innovate beyond mechanics. Games that embrace who we are as individuals, games that are written to make us laugh or find joy. Games that celebrate who we are as people of color, as neurodivergent people, as people who cherish their multi-dimensional heritage, as people with physical disabilities, or games just being people. Because when it comes down to it, the truth is, it's not games that will change the world. It's people. The people behind the games you have seen this week, the people behind the games you will see here tonight, the people who will be on stage speaking tonight. It's these people, and it's you. If you leave here tonight with one thing, let it be knowing that it's you that will. It's you that will change the game. And you know what? I'm really looking forward to it. But now, let's get the show started with an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at what it takes to make the IGF happen.
to give awards to new indies, we need you to eliminate the old IGF winners to make room for the new ones.
So you want me to take their trophies away, or?
No. We want you to kill them. Here's our list. We've sorted them in order of preference.
No, not him. Blendo Games.
Good morning. Cookie?
I'm sorry, Brendan, but I have to eliminate you to make room for new IGF winners.
Oh. Well, all right. I love the blade, by the way. Real classic stuff.
Can't do it. You're too nice.
Are you sure you don't want a cookie?
There you are. It's time for the IGFs. You know the rules.
My turn. Great. Just need you to fill out some forms. Mark here, 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 sign here, and initial here. Fill here, sign, initial your photo here. I've already attached mine here. Sign, initial here, initial here, select here, sign here, initials here. With blue or black ink, everything in triplicate.
It's day 167. I'm posting every day until my video game Consume Me sells 1 million copies. And today I brought Blaster with me to the park. And we had a really nice long walk. And wait a second, I think that person is trying to kill me. Anyway,
G'day.
Oh, hey, I'm Carrie.
Oh, nice to meet you. My name's Jim.
I don't care. Listen, I'm trying to kill Bennett Foddy. Have you seen him?
Oh, no, I haven't. But you won't be able to kill him.
Why not?
Oh, nobody dies around here.
Why not?
Non-violent video game.
Isn't it rated M?
Yeah, but not for that.
Is it for something else?
No.
Must be for something.
No, there's nothing. It's nothing.
Okay.
Probably should have been for everyone. E for everyone.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, see ya.
Bye. Sounded like Bennett, though.
Please welcome four-time IGF Awards host and Seamus McNally Grand Prize winner, Andy Schatz.
Good evening, Indies. I am shocked they asked me to host again this year. After all, I'm kind of washed up, right? I mean, Monaco, tooth and tail, it's old news. That's when it hit me. I'm not washed up. I'm well rested. I'm ready for my second act, and I think the game industry is ready for its second act too. After all, video game studios may be falling apart all around us, but indie is the soil from which all creativity grows. The business of video games isn't broken, it's fertilized. So, what are you doing here? Oh, ah! I was gonna skip this year.
Please welcome your 2026 IGF host, Carrie Shao.
Let's give a round of applause to Andy Schatz, who gave his life for indie games. Welcome to the Independent Games Festival Awards. Tonight, we celebrate the year we learned the only good slop is friend slop. The year it turned out there might be a downside to being acquired. The year of the publisher civil war we don't talk about. The year we stuck to our guns and switched to Godot. Right? The year the Hollow Knight and Slay the Spire teams finally had a hit. The year we learned Yerba Buena Gardens is for fences now. Yeah, fuck those fences. Yes, things are feeling pretty different in 2026. For the first time, the IGFs get their own night before the GDCAs. Yeah. No longer do those big studios with huge budgets and ad campaigns have to socialize with us, the procedural clowns and cave trolls of game development. Consider tonight's grand prize nominees. Baby Steps is nominated for 5 awards tonight. It's a game about learning to accept help, about interrogating the most toxic elements of traditional masculinity, about maxing out PS5 hardware to make a man's big, juicy ass jiggle at 60 frames per second. Bitbo Plus is up for 4 awards tonight. It's a sci-fi take on public access television made by an indie pop band for the Playdate. That's the most indie possible sentence ever spoken on this stage, and that's before mentioning the band originated in Portland. And then there's the mysterious 4-time nominated stranger of this IGF, Titanium Court. Now, this is a game that feels like it was sprung fully formed from the mind of A.P. Thompson. It's like Bejeweled meets Undertale in the Fey realm, which I know also describes half of this room's dream wedding. Meanwhile, Angeline Era is like a Bible study group all took acid and ended up at a Ren fair. It's a game where you can open a chest and then destroy the chest, and then have the chest read you a short, mournful poem about its demise. It's the most thoroughly explored chess experience in video games since Dead or Alive beach volleyball. Horses has been through so much since its launch, but it's up for 2 awards tonight. It may have been kink-shamed from every major storefront, but the indie dev community stood up as one and said, "Give us our pony play." Perfect Tides Station to Station is up for both excellence in narrative and the grand prize tonight. It's a pixel-perfect ode to being an adolescent in the early 2000s. Be warned, if you're a millennial, this is Schedule A nostalgia, the kind of shit they keep behind plastic at the CVS. A year ago, I sat over there at table 1, nominated for the game I wrote, Pacific Drive. As I looked onto the stage at last year's hosts, the brilliant Emma Kidwell and Alexa Ray Correa, I wondered, what did it take to get up here? What did I need to do with my career to earn an opportunity like that? And I'll tell you what it took, and no, it did not include winning the IGF, because we lost to Tactical Breach Wizards, a modern classic I'm sure I'll have the inner peace to play one day. It took learning that celebrating your work starts with you. Nobody's going to pick you to live your dream because they magically decided your work was good. It takes making your work known, which, bad news, does mean posting on LinkedIn. It means letting everyone know what you did and how you did it, how you toiled with your team to build something and ship it, and that you're damn proud of it, no matter how many copies it sells or how many awards you win or lose. So, that's what we're here to do tonight. Celebrate each other for getting here, for all the work it takes to ship a damned thing at all. To be alive, to be doing the job of our dreams, to be surrounded by the best damn community on Earth. Except for K-pop stans. They're not fucking around. Let's get started, shall we? To present our first award for Best Student Game, please welcome NYU professor Mitu Kandekar.
Being around students who make games is one of the best ways to stay rooted in a sense of hope about our medium. In the decade that I've taught game design at NYU Game Center, I've seen many students at the beginning of their journeys. They might have ideas about who they are in the world or how they fit into games, or even have ideas about how they don't fit into games. But for a few years of their lives, they set that aside. They get to try on new versions of themselves and try new things without fear. There's this idea that you don't need school to make games, that everything that you need is on YouTube. But colleges are places of creative and cultural proximity. They're places where people who might never have otherwise met are asked to make something together. Places where you get to experiment before the market and algorithms decide what's acceptable. We're living in a moment right now where expression is being narrowed, where certain histories are being contested, where funding can come with all these conditions or is just impossible to get, where diversity itself is treated as controversial. So when students gather together to make something, whether it's about a pointedly political interface, or if it's joyfully queer, or if it's rooted in a heritage that's been sidelined, or just a game about a tiny clown, that is not just a class project. It's an act of culture making, of being in defiant community, and creation as resistance. The games in this category were not made in isolation. They're made in conversation with each other, in critique and in disagreement, and in risk. They reflect this collective belief that games can be more than what we've allowed them to be so far. These projects can be ambitious and insist on possibility. And in times like these, insisting on possibility is political. So it's my absolute honor to present the nominees for Best Student Game.
Best Student Game. The nominees for Best Student Game are Bubble Beast DigiDungeon, developed and published by Echolane, with special thanks to Dylan Mahler, Ken Kennedy, Sophie Martin, and Zephyr Lathart. Kiloton, developed and published by Jack Morhart. Poco, developed by Whalefall, published by Micah Borsier. Krishi, developed and published by Herdek, with special thanks to Lucia Furmankova, Matej Chlożonik, Jan Froniak, Witek Baulik, and Miki Fieser. Sparkles.x. Developed and published by Pesidom, with special thanks to Stanislav Kaidarov, Alexei Kleshin, Igor Tomolov, Sofia Mazlenikova, and Vladislav Spelidov. Zipfisher. Developed and published by Siphon Software, with special thanks to Oliver Beebe, Cole Yavicius, Emmy Hahn, and Aidan Guthrie.
And the winner is Poco.
Hello. Thank you. This is crazy. Poco was initially pitched as an allegorical story of a fledgling artist struggling with self-doubt. And as students, that feeling is all too familiar to us. When you're starting out on your creative journey towards a creative career, it's easy to feel insignificant or like you'll never be good enough for the big leagues. And Poco is a story about overcoming that fear and finding your people. And it's about the true value of the art that we make together, which is, the jingle is annoying, which is that it brings people together. And it's been so beautiful to see so many people come together around our little clown game because it affirms that thesis. It shows us that you don't have to be the best clown in the biggest circus to make people happy. And all the beautiful indie games and all the teams that we got to meet today just prove that again and again. So thank you to IGF for encouraging us to continue our work and showing us that there's value in pursuing our passions. And thank you, of course, to our professors, particularly Tom Austin, for advising us and overseeing our project. Thank you to our painter friends, Megan and Sebastian, and the volunteers who helped us out. And thank you to our backers who supported us financially, and to our family and friends who supported us otherwise. And thank you, of course, to our players for all the kind words and beautiful fan art that bring us joy every day. Thank you.
Presenting the award for excellence in design, please welcome co-designer of Hyper Light Drifter and director of We Are OFK, Teddy Deef.
Hi. Rarely when making an indie game do you just do game design. You plan a new mechanic, and then you code it. You design a new level, then you spend all day replacing rocks with lower poly rocks. That's right. You wrap game design around your other practices, squeezing them into a beautiful burrito. But among these practices, it's easy to forget that the beating heart of game design is our capacity for empathy. What is my player feeling? What choice do they want to make next? Do I want to let them make that choice? What will they do in response? Will they leave a mean comment on Steam? Our 6 nominees tonight stare into the core of us. They wield empathy to challenge our determination, push us to introspect, or give us a dumb laugh. Because holy shit, we need a dumb laugh. This year's nominees for Excellence in Design created work that demonstrates their curiosity and mastery of the craft and their patience, and I admire every single one of them. And those nominees are
Excellence in Design. The nominees for Excellence in Design are Angeline Era, developed and published by Analgesic Productions, with special thanks to Melos Hantani and Marina Ayano Kataka. Baby Steps, developed by Gabe Cuzio, Maxi Bosch, and Bennett Foddy, published by Devolver Digital. Ooh, developed by Nama Takahashi, Tiny Cactus Studio, Tsuyomi, published by Nama Takahashi. Skin Deep, developed by Blendo Games, published by Annapurna Interactive, with special thanks to Brendan Chung, Suzanne Will, and Tynan Wales. Time Flies, developed by Playables, published by Panic, with special thanks to Michael Frey and Rafael Munoz. Titanium Court, developed by A.P. Thompson, published by Fellow Traveler, with special thanks to A.P. Thompson.
All right. And the winner is Titanium Court.
Hello. Wow. So I made the first prototype of Titanium Core in late 2019, but I didn't start really working on it until January 2020, when I guess I had made a New Year's resolution to switch to a side project that I could actually finish really quickly. You know, like knock it out of the park in about a year or so, right? And, well, I don't know if anyone remembers what else happened in early 2020, but those events coincided with and perhaps influenced a lot of the early development of Titanium Court. It was a time of isolation and repetition and boredom and anxiety, and maybe most of all, it was a time of fixation. And Titanium Court was my fixation, and at that time it was also my joy. I was having a lot of fun working on it despite all the circumstances, and the thought of coming out of lockdown and sharing this game with everyone was a big part of what got me through that period. But I think it's really important to also acknowledge that despite how lonely this period of time was, I was not actually alone. There were people with me the whole way through, and I would like to thank them now. So I would like to thank my friends. I'd like to thank Jenny, Kelly, Kenny, Bennett, Gabe, Gideon, Dan. I would like to thank Lore, Dylan, Nathan, Chris, Spencer, everyone at Fellow Traveler. I'd like to thank Jess, Sandra, Clara, everyone at the NYU Game Center. I would like to thank my mom, and I would like to give a very big thanks to Zoe as well. I can't tell you how good it feels to finally get to share this game with you all. So thank you so much.
Our next award is the Alt Control GDC Award. All day on the expo floor, people have been slapping boxing dummies and climbing inside giant hamster balls and voting on this year's very best in batshit crazy controllers. These devs are out there configuring drivers previously unknown to science. Here to present the award is Alt Control GDC organizer and Tencent Business Development Director, John Polson.
Alt Control GDC changes not only the game, but how we play the game. Across all exhibits since its first year in 2014, I've had the pleasure of seeing over 1,000 submissions from developers globally, with more schools adopting each year Alt Control workshops and classes into their curricula. While we learn not only new ways to play at Alt Control, we also learn new things about our attendees. For instance, ChatGPT says that last year, tons of people really loved talking about and slapping big furry cat butts. Who knew? This year's player fantasies include rolling in a giant hamster ball, sailing with body-sized scissors, caring for a monster and his oral hygiene, simulating a Frankenstein monster creation station, dumpster diving, raccoon style, and role-playing as a pop idol who can physically defend herself from fans who just don't respect her boundaries. All this is to say that at Alt Control, it continues to change the game, change perspectives, and be the most uninhibited and wildly interactive destination you owe it to yourself to see. I wanted to also give thanks to this year's expanded judge panel, Sammy Girolaga, Terry Zhang, and Bryant Francis, for adding new voices to make Alt Control even better. Please enjoy, oh, yes. Please enjoy this video that celebrates our finalists. And the winner is Proyecto EXO.
Okay. Hi. Thank you to everyone who played today and voted for the game. I'm beyond unprepared because this was an impossibility. We bought this game from Argentina in a suitcase. So the fact that it got through customs, a box with cables, we already won at that point. So thank you to everyone, to Nahuel, Luca, the team, very small team, Violeta and Manolo, who couldn't be here, the University of Ditela, who funded the project, everyone. Thank you.
Presenting the award for excellence in visual art, please welcome art director at Second Dinner, Mariel Kiniko Cartwright.
Many of the most memorable and impactful games out there are shaped not just by their mechanics, but by their visual identity. It's not just about making the game visually appealing, but about communicating the gameplay, story, and intent to craft an experience that players will remember long after they put the controller down. No matter the style or genre, visual art is how a game teaches us how to play, grounds us in its world, and makes its ideas feel real. And if you really hit it out of the park, you'll get cosplayers. This year, I'm blown away by the range of styles displayed. From psychedelic fever dreams to classic pixel art, from photographic collage to fantasy storybook. These nominees prove that there's no one way for an indie game to look. And the nominees are
Excellence in visual art. The nominees for excellence in visual art are Blippo Plus, developed by Yacht, Telefantasy Studios, Noble Robot, published by Panic, with special thanks to John Bechtold, J.J. Stratford, Joan Gray, and Kiki Stash.
Aliens. Whoa, yeah. What are they even
Karimara, Beneath the Forlorn Limbs, developed by Bastinus Rex, published by Critical Reflex. Eclipsium, developed by Housefire, published by Critical Reflex, with special thanks to Alice Bjork, Karl Dorschmann, Jasmin Linehardt, and Sean Osterberg. Locomotive, developed by Robust Games, published by Chucklefish, with special thanks to Adam Riches, Joseph Riches, Jamie Rollo, and Elian Russo. Morsels, developed by Furcula, published by Annapurna Interactive, with special thanks to Toby Dixon and Iggy Juk. Skate Story, developed by Sam Eng, published by Devolver Digital.
And the winner is Eclipsium.
Okay, thank you. Holy shit, did not expect that. Yeah, we're a team from Sweden, and this is a couple of people that made the game. The rest are back home in Sweden, so I just want to thank them and everyone that's made this game possible. Thank you.
You've all joined us on a very special night. The IGF was founded in 1998, and over 28 amazing years, it's evolved and reached new heights. And tonight is no exception. You see, this GDC is about one thing and one thing only: unleashing synergies at the Festival of Gaming. And we're ramping up the IGFs to match. To pay tribute to the nominees for excellence in audio, we are beyond honored to welcome, for the very first time, the Independent Game Awards Festival of Gaming Orchestra. I see we're on an indie budget here. Anyone want to make $30? $30? Anyone?
I am so down. Yes.
Austin Wintory? Didn't you just win a Grammy? What are you?
Neither here nor there. I think you want to split down the middle, 15-15. Okay, let's do this. That had to have been worth at least 35, but I guess you'll decide after
35.
the fact. Yes, well, anyway, yes, the nominees for Excellence in Audio are...
Excellence in Audio. The nominees for Excellence in Audio are...
like a scream.
Baby Steps. Developed by Gabe Cuzio, Maxi Bosch, and Bennett Foddy. Published by Devolver Digital.
Okay.
Ball Pit. Developed by Kenny Sun and Friends. Published by Devolver Digital. With special thanks to Kenny Sun and Amos Brody. Blippo Plus, developed by Yacht Telefantasy Studios, Noble Robot, published by Panic, with special thanks to Jonna Bechtold and Rob Keysweater.
This is a publicly operated network serving...
Eclipsium, developed by Housefire, published by Critical Reflex, with special thanks to Hudson Bakishki. Morsels, developed by Furcula, published by Annapurna Interactive, with special thanks to Sam Webster. Wheel World, developed by Messhoff, published by Annapurna Interactive, with special thanks to Italians Do It Better, Thomas Hoey and Christy Norinder.
All right, and the winner is Baby Steps. heavy.
Thank you so much. This is such an honor to accept this on behalf of the audio team. This wouldn't have been possible without the vision of Maxi Bach, who could not be here today. And I also wanted to shout out the third member of the audio team, Ash Kilborn, who did an amazing job on all the cutscenes that really kind of made the world shine. Receiving this honor from this group of people couldn't mean more to me, just because this is a group of people who understand what it means to slide down a river of milk 1,000 times to make sure that you get it right. Thank you all so much, and thank you to Bennett and Gabe and the rest of the people that I don't remember right now because I did not prepare a speech. But thank you all so much.
One of the things that sets the IGF apart is that it's a peer-reviewed competition. The judges and jury members are also game developers. That means tonight's nominees are receiving the purest form of artistic recognition, professional jealousy. I want to acknowledge the members of the IGF award jury. Let's give them a round of applause. These 40 people worked tirelessly to sift through nearly 800 games submitted this year. These people dedicated their holidays to redeeming more Steam codes than you've ever seen in your life. But, on the other hand, the audience award is decided by a vote open to GDC attendees and the general public, and, well, let's be real, the 20 of you out there making fake email addresses to stuff the ballot box? You are the true fans everyone tells us to build a business around. Every IGF-nominated game is eligible to win this audience award. Let's see the nominees. Oh, there's no nominees because I just have to reveal the winner. Drama. And the winner is Wednesdays. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Shout out to the whole team and especially Exaiva, our art director, who would have loved to be here on stage with me tonight, but couldn't because she didn't feel welcome in the United States. Shout out to my co-producers, Arte and The Pixel Hunt. The game wouldn't have been the same without their trust. Thank you to everyone who voted for Wednesdays. To be honest, when we started making this game, we didn't think anyone would actually want to play it. Because nobody wakes up in the morning thinking, oh, I want to play a video game about incest. And, fair. But people did play it, and people did enjoy it. And based on the numerous messages we received, it seemed the game did have a positive impact on many people's lives. So it's something I'm super proud of. And thanks again to everyone and to the IGF. That's it.
Next up is the Wings Award, and I need you all to understand how deeply cool Wings is. It is a developer-first fund that gives revenue share from the first dollar. It exclusively funds teams founded by women and gender-marginalized developers, and it operates a selection committee of only women. And they are still funding in 2026. They are moving mountains when it comes to equitable funding, and if you want to pitch them, the line starts behind me. Here to present the Wings Award is co-CEO Astrid Restrup.
We are very honored to be back at the Independent Games Festival for the second year. Wings invests in games made by studios founded or co-founded by women and gender-marginalized developers. Our mission is to ensure that investment, hands-on support is available to those who are often not trusted with these resources. Today, I'm honored to present the Wings Award, selected from 5 incredible finalists. This year's winner will receive the Wings IGF Award alongside a €2,000 prize. And here are the finalists.
Wings Award. The nominees for the Wings Award are 13Z, The Zodiac Trials, developed and published by Mixed Realms Pte. Limited. Ambrosia Sky, developed and published by Soft Rains. Backpack Battles, developed by Play with Fusifer, published by IndieArc, with special thanks to Mario Janka and Dorothea Kolohoff. Yes, Your Grace, 2. Snowfall, developed and published by Brave at Night. The Wandering Village, developed by Stray Fawn Studio, published by Stray Fawn Publishing, Whisper Games.
Congratulations to all the finalists. Whether you are playing alone or with friends, you will be immersed in this beautiful world. The character design, shaders, and art direction create a world ready for exploration. Handcrafted, tightly designed roguelike hack-and-slash combat is combined with well-written character dialogue and story arcs, brought to life through incredible voice acting. All of this is carefully crafted and inspired by Eastern mythology, inviting players into a world they won't want to leave. Therefore, Wings is honored to recognize this team with this well-deserved award. The winner of the IGF 2026 Wings Award is 13C, The Zodiac Trials. Unfortunately, they are not here to accept the award, but they sent a video with their remarks.
Awardees, nominees, and to all my fellow indie game developers who grew up playing games and are now making the games that we've always dreamed of. On behalf of the team behind 13Z The Zodiac Trials, I'd like to thank IGF and Wings for this honor. This award means a lot to us, not just because it is our very first award as a team, but because it celebrates the people and the stories that make this industry bigger, kinder, and more welcoming, and we are happy to be part of it. Thank you to our family and friends, to our industry friends who back us up, and our amazing community who support and believe in our ideas just as much as we do. Thank you. And finally, I realized that one of the few perks of living so far away and not being able to attend GDC in person is I get to bring my entire team of hardworking, passionate, and really talented people who made 13Z possible. Thank you.
And here to accept the award is Jenny Cha.
Thank you so much. Hello, everybody. My name is Jenny. I am the CEO of Vendetta, and I have the immense pleasure to accept this award on behalf of the Mixed Realms team, who could not be here today, and also the immense pleasure and pressure of not fucking up their acceptance. So, first of all, very, very sorry. But also, thank you so much to everyone, and I especially want to call out Eddie, who you saw on video just now. She is obviously a badass woman that's really leading the charge, and so incredibly grateful to the teams and the Wings, organizers for supporting her. So, thank you again so much, and congratulations to all of the winners tonight.
Please welcome back your host, Carrie Shao.
I'm so incredibly honored to choose myself to present this next award. Because if there's anything the last few years have taught me, it's about how there's no consequences to wielding your power for your own selfish purposes. You see, I felt it was so important for me to present the Excellence in Narrative Award because, well, I've never won it. Really wanted to touch it and feel it in my hands and close my eyes and imagine for a second what it would be like for this award to be mine. And I think it's really important, critical even, to personally make sure that the team who wins this really deserves this. For their expert prose, for their intricate narrative systems, for their ability to look me in the eye and take this award out of my hands. And the nominees for Excellence in Narrative are
Excellence in Narrative. The nominees for Excellence in Narrative are
Hi, how's it going?
Baby Steps, developed by Gabe Cuzio, Maxi Bosch, and Bennett Foddy, published by Devolver Digital.
I heard you screaming. Are you okay?
Yeah, no, oh yeah,
I'm
sorry.
here to help, buddy.
I see how you could think I was in trouble.
Perfect Tides, Station to Station, developed and published by 3Bs. Promise Mascot Agency, developed and published by Kaizen Gameworks. Titanium Court, developed by A.P. Thompson, published by Fellow Traveler, with special thanks to A.P. Thompson and Jess Haskins. Type Help, developed and published by William Roos. Wednesdays, developed by the Pixel Hunt, published by Arc de France, with special thanks to Pierre Carbonet, Exeva, Christophe Galetti, and Virginia B. Ferenson.
To whoever is about to win, consider the fact that you watched me kill Andy's shots 45 minutes ago. And the winner is Perfect Tides.
Oh my goodness. Thank you. This is such an incredible honor. This story is so very personal to me, and yet it would have been impossible for me to make it without the help of so many people. My editor, Matt Carney, thank you so much, Matt, for helping me manage this massive story and to help it cohere. To Edmundo, who helped me develop the controller support for this game to make it accessible. For the artists and musicians, Soren, Daniel, Hunter, Kevin, thank you all so much. To my husband, Mike Holmes, who heard every word of this game before it had been written down. And to my son, Oscar, who I've been carrying since I started making video games, and he's now turning 8 next month. So thank you all so much. This is so wonderful.
I've been incredibly lucky throughout my life and career. Moments like this, sharing the IGFs together with you all, feel like luck, but come with an enormous amount of privilege. The privilege to earn a living making video games. Privilege that I expected to make it to San Francisco and back home safely. There are so many friends and colleagues missing this year. If you're watching us from home because you didn't feel safe enough to travel here, we miss you. Stay safe, and we will see you soon. To present the Nuovo Award, please welcome 2023 Nuovo nominee for He Fucked the Girl Out of Me, Taylor McHugh.
Innovators don't exist, and anybody who calls themselves that is probably a scam artist. What does exist are people who have the time and the will to try to accomplish things that haven't been done before. I wanted to get a lot of pain out of my head, but as an artist, I didn't really have a roadmap to do it, you know? So I discovered the 2018 Nova Award-winning game, Everything Is Going to Be Okay. The game captured pretty much everything I felt that could be said about depression, mental illness, pain, trauma. For a long time, I'd wanted to make a game about trauma, but after playing their game, I was so awed that I considered stopping, since they'd said everything that could be said about being human, you know? In desperation, I asked Alien Mill how to write a game about trauma, and they said, write about your own personal specifics. Because of them, I was able to find my own words, and I ended up here as a nominee in 2023. The Nova Awards aren't simply an award. They're a roadmap to the future by game developers. I'm so grateful to be able to introduce the people who are here today writing the future. Good luck, everyone. Bye.
Nuovo Award. The nominees for the Nuovo Award are Baby Steps, developed by Gabe Cuzio, Maxi Bosch, and Bennett Foddy, published by Devolver Digital. Blippo Plus, developed by Yacht, Telefantasy Studios, Noble Robot, published by Panic, with special thanks to Jonna Bechtold, Claire L. Evans, Mark LaCroix, and Dustin Miro. Horses, developed by Andrea Luco Bolera, published by Santa Regione, with special thanks to Pietro Righi Riva, Stefano Sanitata, Alberto Putugnano, and Arden Ripley. Kevin's Playing in Berlin, developed by Kevin Du, Damien Ho, Yichen Han, published by Kevin Du. Mini Mini Golf Golf, developed and published by 3 more years, with special thanks to Friedrich Kirschner, Maria Karstian, Leonie Kopanek, and Vero Rosa Reznovska. Plum Road Tea Dream, Developed and published by Reveal Game Studio, with special thanks to Samuel Bido. Titanium Court, developed by A.P. Thompson, published by Fellow Traveler, with special thanks to A.P. Thompson. Wednesdays, developed by The Pixel Hunt, published by Arc de France, with special thanks to Pierre Carbonet, Exeva, Christophe Galetti, and Virginia B. Therenson.
And the winner is horses. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's really unexpected. My friends forced me to write a speech, so I wrote a speech. So I want to thank everyone who helped me along this journey. It has been quite an intense experience. I want to thank my family. I want to thank all the people from the Italian game development community who support me in so many ways. I also want to thank the people who believed in the project and supported us financially, allowing us to complete the game. And of course, I want to thank the entire Santa Ragione team for their patience and dedication in turning this project into reality. And of course, also the collaborators who contribute to making the game what is today. Most importantly, I want to say thank you to Pietro Righi-Riva, who was the craziest of all of us to believe in this project. And without him, this game simply wouldn't exist. So this award belongs to him as well. And I want to dedicate this award to all the brave developers like Santa Ragione that try to push the boundaries of this medium. So I'm with you. Don't give up. Thank you.
Before we get to the grand prize, alongside the nominated games, there's a slew of honorable mentions that deserve to share the spotlight tonight. These honorable mentions are the ones the members of the jury fought for, and they deserve some onstage glory too. Not like a ton. We're pretty tight on time. People have parties to get to. But to give these games their props while saving time, we've brought in experts at reading hard words fast. Two beloved voice actors will read out the honorable mentions using gaming's most time-honored speedrun device, the chess timer. Please welcome Sarah O'Malley and Sissy Jones. You ready for this?
We've been training for this our whole lives. So, yeah. Let's honor some mentions.
All right. 3, 2, 1,
slap it.
Go.
Below the Crown, a love letter to dungeon crawlers, roguelikes, and chess.
Condylum, a candle warrior fighting to keep their flame alive in a world where fire means life and death.
Demon School, defeat big weirdos in between the humans and demon worlds while navigating university life on a mysterious island.
Dream Core, step into the largest liminal spaces ever created in a video game.
The Drifter, a web of conspiracy, murder, and the 1,000-year obsession of a madman.
The end of gameplay, Draken's desperate attempt to explore the true meaning of kill gameplay.
Grindset TV, God is dead, heaven's gone, corporate, and you're a gig worker hive mind engineered for package delivery.
Henry Halfhead, have you ever wanted to be a bed, an apple, or a flower? Wait no longer, here comes Henry.
The house dreams along with them. Solve puzzles inside a strange house and make the surreal dreams of its rooms real.
Is this seat taken? Window, seat, or aisle, booth, or table? Organize groups of people according to their preferences.
The myth of Lumi, dual rival magicians in card-throwing showdowns to join the legendary conclave.
No players online. You find an abandoned FPS game on an old computer. You decide to play it.
Omega Point, a mixtape at the end of the world.
PBJ the musical. Forget Romeo and Juliet. This game tells the romance of the invention of the peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Wait, I want that one.
Oh, all right. Well, go ahead.
The root trees are dead. Search the internet circa 1998 and fill in the family tree of the Root Tree Corporation.
Sol Sesto. Drive through a randomly generated underground world in search of the sun.
Sorry, we're closed. A horror game about demons, angels, and what happens when both sides collide.
Strange jigsaws. Solve strange jigsaws. Enter the Jigsawverse, maybe.
Summit Drive, a difficult game about driving up a mountain using only your mouse.
Threshold. Don't speak, don't run, don't look in the train, just do your job. It'll all be over soon. Woo!
Well done. Well done. Who won?
I don't know how to read this thing. Do you know how to read this?
Yeah.
It's fine. Time isn't real.
Hey!
Give a round of applause for everyone. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. All right. Bye. Bye.
So, I've been doing some thinking about that murder I committed at the top of the show. And I'm coming around to the idea that maybe violence isn't the answer. So I searched deep within myself and plumbed the depths of our show budget to resurrect Andy Schatz. Hey, Andy.
Hey.
Sorry about killing you earlier.
It's no problem. It's kind of hard for indies out there right now. Maybe you could, make it up to me, though?
Well, sure. I mean, as a Seamus McNally Grand Prize recipient yourself, you know it's tradition for the previous Grand Prize winner to pass the torch to the new winner.
Wait. You're going to let me give away the Grand Prize again?
No. I figured you could present the presenter. Go on, read that.
Here to present the Seamus McNally Grand Prize is the creator of Consume Me, Jenny Zhao.
Good evening. I'm Jenny Zhao Sha. I have the honor tonight of announcing the nominees for the Seamus McNally Grand Prize. Last year, my game Consume Me won the Seamus McNally Grand Prize at the 2025 Independent Games Festival Awards. When I initially texted my friends to tell them I'd won, almost all of them told me they were pretty sure I had misspelled Seamus. Future winner, heed my advice. Cherish this night. You might never experience a better opportunity to begin a text with the word actually. Because after tonight, hundreds of Blue Sky users will know your name. Since I won this beautiful glass truncated obelisk 1 year ago, 0 maitre d's at Michelin-starred restaurants have recognized me when I asked, "Do you know who I am?" No one has given me $10 million yet, much less $3.2 million. Commenters on YouTube reviews of my game spell Seamus wrong as frequently as they incorrectly put a hyphen between my 2 last names. My last name is 2 separate unhyphenated names, and I don't have time to explain why. Yet, I go to sleep every night smiling like a clown because I know for an ice-cold fact that game designers will be talking about my game to each other in private for decades. Now, maybe you're out there right now thinking, she doesn't look like she made a Seamus McNally award-winning game all by herself. First of all, that's sexist. Second of all, you're right. I had help, big help. My invaluably essential collaborator, A.P. Thompson, whose last name does not have a P in it, simply could not help himself after we won together on this stage last year, and so he went and got himself nominated again. If he wins tonight, he'll become factually as good a game developer as Lucas Pope. On the other hand, if he wins tonight, AP would cause an immediate cosmos imploding reality paradox if he handed the award to himself. So, here I am on this big stage in this fantastic dress, all alone. Strike a pose. Wait, I wasn't supposed to say strike a pose out loud. The Seamus McNally Grand Prize represents both a glorious honor and a heavy burden. And by heavy burden, I don't just mean that college students will stop you in the street for the rest of your life to tell you that a teacher required them to play your game. I mean, it literally weighs 6.9 pounds. The IGF will provide you an 8-inch long, 7-inch wide, 4-inch tall box in which to carry it. You might not be able to fit it in your luggage or carry-on. The TSA straight up might ask you if it's a murder weapon. If you're like me and you struggle to pack for airline travel and you gotta have your McNally fast, I recommend tonight's winner FedEx the trophy to themselves overnight. It'll cost an average of $361.15 at today's rates. That's a real calculation, by the way. I Googled all the nominees. Yes, I know where you all live. In all seriousness, tonight's nominees for the Seamus McNally Grand Prize represent the most interesting video games possible with our up-to-the-minute current understanding of the medium. Tonight's nominated games demonstrate the bold work of fearless developers working on levels so far outside the box that I suspect some of them have never even heard of the box. I'll be honest with you. These games are so good that I actually played them. Even though I technically didn't have to. Let's look at the nominees.
Seamus McNally Grand Prize. The nominees for the Seamus McNally Grand Prize are Angeline Era. Developed and published by Analgesic Productions, with special thanks to Melos Hantani and Marina Ayano Kataka.
It was just a playful scream.
Baby Steps. Developed by Gabe Cuzio, Maxi Bosch, and Bennett Foddy. Published by Devolver Digital.
Never change, Nate.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Ooh, ooh.
Blippo Plus. Developed by Yacht, Telefantasy Studios, Noble Robot. Published by Panic, with special thanks to Jonna Bechtold, Claire L. Evans, J.J. Stratford, and Mark LaCroix.
Now nobody can stop.
Horses. Developed by Andrea Luco Bolera. Published by Santa Regione, with special thanks to Pietro Righi Riva, Stefano Sanitata, Alberto Putugnano, and Arden Ripley. Perfect Tides, Station to Station. Developed and published by 3Bs. Titanium Court, developed by A.P. Thompson, published by Fellow Traveler, with special thanks to A.P. Thompson.
It's getting pretty weird.
And the winner is Titanium Court.
Yeah, wow, oh my gosh. So I kind of did this last year, but you have foolishly honored me twice, so I'm going to go ahead and do it again. While I'm up here, I just want to shout out all of our friends and neighbors who couldn't be here tonight, our international friends and neighbors who cannot safely travel to this country, our immigrant friends and neighbors who cannot safely travel inside this country, our trans friends and neighbors who cannot safely travel after having their driver's licenses revoked overnight with no warning by a cruel and unnecessary legislative act, our friends and neighbors in places like Iran, Venezuela, or Gaza who fear for their lives on a daily basis because of cruel and unnecessary violence. I don't have any plans to stand on this stage again anytime soon, but if I ever were to do so again, I would want it to be amongst all of my friends and neighbors, safe and thriving. So thank you very much.
We've reached the end of the show, but if I never leave the stage, they cannot start the GDCAs tomorrow. It's the little-known awards show filibuster. Allow me to share one last thought before we part for the night. In 2026, we find ourselves continuing to ask how and why we make art at a time like this. And not only that, but how dare we make art when the world is what it is and getting worse all the time? We are gathered today at great expense to ourselves. We debate every year about whether to come, wondering if we can afford to come, or afford the lost opportunities not to come. And that's not a good feeling. We shouldn't do things because we have to, or because we fear loss if we don't do it. We should do things because we want to, because it's good for us. None of us decided to make games because it was necessarily the smart decision, but a necessary one to feed our creative drive. So why? Why are we allowed to celebrate like this when there's genocide and war and state violence on our front steps? Because we need this. Because this is our week to celebrate each other's W's, to come up for air in a world that's growing increasingly harder to survive. In a few days' time, we're going home, back to our crunch and our job uncertainty, to our funding woes and burnout. All of that will be there when you get back. But you're here now, so go on and have the best week ever. Bottle up all the positivity you can get over the next few days, because you're going to need it to keep fighting for the future we deserve. Congratulations to all of tonight's winners, and best of luck escaping next year's host. Thank you for the honor of hosting tonight from the bottom of my heart. And if you're looking for a pastry that will change your life, go to Craftsman and Wolves in the Mission and get the Rebel Within. Mom, Dad, Teddy, I love you. Rob Dubbin, you're the best. Good night.
Thanks for attending your 2026 IGF Awards ceremony. Please have a safe evening.